A new video has been released of the November 2003 raid of Michael Jackson's home by 70 members of the Santa Barbara County District Attorney's Office and Sheriff's Department, which uncovered his collection of pornography and photos featuring young boys naked. The video shows almost all of Jackson's home, from the arcade room to his bedroom and the many life-size mannequins he had throughout his Neverland ranch. Many of these mannequins were superheroes like Superman and Lara Croft. This raid also revealed for the first time the King of Pop's secret closet, hidden in the back of his bedroom and kept closed with 3 deadlocks. It was in here that he kept memorabilia like a signed photograph of Macaulay Culkin, stuffed animals and games, and naked photos. Culkin signed his photo with the message, "Don't leave me alone in the house." There were also racing cars, Disney merchandise and a shocking number of dolls. Many of these books and videos found in the raid were also detailed in court papers from the time, submitted after a young boy came forward claiming that he had been sexually abused and assaulted by the singer on multiple occasions. The police report claims that in Jackson's bedroom and bathroom alone there were at least 7 collections of work found by investigators that show boys in their teenage years, and in some cases younger, fully nude or partially clothed. One of the collections, Ta Ormina Wilhelm von Gloweden, is described in court papers as nude photos of teenage boys from late 1800s. An arrest warrant had been issued at that time as well, and Jackson later turned himself into police when he returned to California. Radar Online first obtained the police report and court papers, and an investigator on the case told them, the documents exposed Jackson as a manipulative, drug and sex-crazed predator who used blood, gore, sexually explicit images of animal sacrifice and perverse adult sex acts to bend children to his will. The source added, he also had disgusting and downright shocking images of child torture, adult and child nudity, female bondage and sadomasochism. The report states that many of the materials featuring naked men and women in the home could be used for the purpose of trying to attract young men. After the descriptions for many of the materials, the investigator notes, "Based on my training, this type of material can be used as part of the grooming process, by which people, those seeking to molest children, lower the inhibitions of their intended victims and facilitate the molestation of said victims." These materials include a book depicting nude children found in the singer's arcade room, a book which contained nude photographs of men in the master bathroom, and multiple books found in the master bedroom that included one with naked and semi-naked gay men and another with preteen or early teenage individuals who in some cases were nude or semi-nude. Radar spoke with Santa Barbara Senior Assistant District Attorney Ron Zonin about the case as he was part of the prosecution team that took on Jackson in court. "A lot of this stuff was used to desensitize the children, and Michael admitted taking one child after another into bed with him for long periods of time," said Zonin. "We identified 5 different boys, who all made allegations of sexual abuse. There's not much question in my mind that Michael was guilty of child molestation." Jackson was ultimately acquitted in 2005 after being charged with 7 felony counts of child molestation and 2 felony counts of providing an intoxicant to a minor under the age of 14 when Gavin Arvizo came forward claiming that he had been sexually assaulted by the singer. Gavin was a 13-year-old cancer survivor at the time of the alleged incidents. The claims made by Gavin were similar to the ones made a decade earlier when another 13-year-old boy, Jordan Chandler, came forward to say he had been molested by Jackson. No charges were ever filed against the singer, however, after police discovered that Chandler's father may have been attempting to extort Jackson, and the young boy's mother claimed Jackson never touched her son. Jordan, however, was able to perfectly describe Jackson's buttocks, pubic hair, and distinctive marks on both his testicles and penis. The mark on the penis could only be seen if it was lifted and was otherwise not visible. In the end, Jackson settled with the Chandler family for $22 million and no charges were ever filed against him in court. Once the trial was over, Jackson, who had been facing up to 20 years in prison if convicted on all charges, left the country, moving to the island nation of Bahrain, located in the Persian Sea. He eventually returned to the United States and had been preparing for his comeback tour in 2009 when he was found unresponsive inside his Holmby Hills home. Paramedics arrived on the scene and were unable to revive the singer, who later declared dead at the age of 48 while still at his residence. The cause of death was later ruled to be acute propofol and benzodiazepine intoxication caused by drugs that were being prescribed to him by Dr. Conrad Murray, who was convicted of involuntary manslaughter in 2011 and charged with the singer's death. He was released in November 2013 after serving roughly half of his 4-year sentence.